There's only good in my Pete. He is perfect. It's like what you see, it's what you get. And what you get is more than enough for me.
For the rest of your life?
He is the most honest, the most trustworthy man that I've ever met. I can't wait to be Mrs. Barton.